Once upon a time, in a bright and colorful forest, there lived a very special little tractor. His name was Tito. Tito was a blue and yellow little tractor. He had big, strong wheels. His eyes were bright, shining headlights. Tito loved the forest. He loved all of his animal friends. Everyone called him the forest's friendly little tractor. In the forest, many little animals lived happily. There was Cece the bunny with her soft white fur. There was Reno the fox, who was very clever. There was Lily the squirrel, who loved collecting lots of nuts. And there was Bino the bear, who loved sweet honey. They were all good friends with Tito. They played together every day. The forest was a happy place. But one day, the sun shone very, very hot. It shone and wouldn't stop. The weather became very, very warm. The little plants started to feel sad. The stream had less and less water. The animals became very thirsty. The forest slowly began to turn yellow. The leaves dried up and fell down. Oh no, what a shame! The forest was thirsty. The animals became worried. "Oh no," said Cece the bunny. "Where did our water go?" asked Reno the fox. Lily the squirrel held her little nuts tightly. Bino the bear couldn't find any fresh honey. The joy of the forest faded a little. Tito saw the sadness in his friend's eyes, and his little tractor heart felt heavy. "Don't worry, friends," said Tito. His voice was a little deep. "I will help you." He thought very quickly. Tito knew a secret. There was a hidden spring, a very special spring far away. It was hidden behind Green Mountain. But the path there was difficult. Tito decided to go. He wanted to bring back fresh water. He wanted to save the forest. "I am strong," he said proudly. "My wheels are powerful." His friends became excited. "We're coming with you, Tito," shouted Cece. "We'll help too," said Reno. Lily and Bino nodded happily. The adventure was about to begin. Tito started his engine. Vroom, vroom, vroom! It was a strong and happy sound. He began to roll forward. His wheels turned with determination. Cece the bunny hopped in front. She showed the way. "This way, Tito, this way." Reno the fox sniffed the air. He searched for danger. Lily the squirrel climbed the trees. She looked from high above. And Bino the bear walked behind them. He was the strongest of the group. At first, the path was easy. They passed colorful flowers. They passed beautiful butterflies. But soon, the forest changed. The trees grew closer together. Dry branches covered the ground. "Look," said Cece, pointing ahead. A huge tree had fallen. The tree blocked the path. It was very big and very heavy. Tito stopped his engine. He looked at the tree. It was a giant trunk. "How will we get through?" asked Reno. Cece looked a little scared. Lily hid behind Tito. Bino the bear tried to push, but the tree did not move at all. Then Tito had an idea. He thought, "I'm a tractor. I have real strength." He started his engine again. Vroom, vroom, vroom! Tito backed up a little. Then he drove forward. Bump! He nudged the trunk gently, but the tree did not move at all. "This is really hard," Tito thought, but he did not give up. He looked at his friends. They were watching him with hope in their eyes. Tito remembered his strength. He remembered his huge wheels. "I can do this," he whispered. Then he shifted into his strongest gear. Tito began to push. He pushed with all his might. His wheels slipped a little. The ground trembled. His friends cheered him on. "Go, Tito, go!" shouted Cece. Reno wagged his tail. Lily clapped her little paws. Bino pushed too, using all his bear strength. Slowly, very slowly, the tree moved. Just a little, then a little more. Tito worked hard. Vroom, vroom, vroom! His engine sang loudly. He pushed again. And again. The tree started sliding. It moved to the side of the trail. Hooray! The path was clear. The friends cheered with joy. "You did it, Tito," said Cece. "You are the strongest little tractor ever," said Reno. Lily jumped with happiness. Bino hugged Tito's wheel. Tito felt very happy. His little tractor heart smiled. And so they continued their journey. They traveled for a while. They crossed a field of stones. They climbed a small hill. The sun was still shining hot above them. The thirst was getting stronger. The animals were tired, but they knew they were close. Green Mountain was right there. They finally arrived. Green Mountain was big and covered in soft moss. The hidden spring had to be there. But where? They looked everywhere, and then they found it. The hidden spring was hidden behind a pile of dry leaves. There were branches and dirt too. It was all blocked by a big brown barrier. "Oh no!" cried Cece. "It's all covered," said Reno. Tito looked at the pile. It was big, but he was not afraid. He had already moved a whole tree. "I'll clear it," said Tito. He started his engine once more. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Tito used his front scoop. He began to dig. He pulled away the dry leaves. He pushed the dirt to the side. His friends helped too. Cece picked up the smaller leaves. Reno used his nose to sniff around. Lily tossed the little branches away. Bino moved the bigger stones. Together, they worked hard. Tito used his tractor strength, and his friends used their own special talents. Each one helped in a different way. The pile of leaves grew smaller. The dirt moved away, and then a sparkle. A little bit of water began to appear, fresh and clean. Trip, trip, trip. "Look!" shouted Cece. "Water!" cried Reno. The hidden spring was free. Tito pushed away the last stone. Poof! And suddenly, the water began to flow. It flowed stronger and stronger. It made a lovely sound. Plip, plip, plip. It was the secret spring. The crystal clear water rushed out. It flowed down into the forest stream. The animals jumped with joy. "Hooray!" they all shouted. They drank the cool, fresh water. Oh, it felt so good. Their thirst was gone. Tito looked around and saw everyone smiling again. The forest was going to be okay. The little plants would drink. The animals would play again. Tito felt warmth in his heart. He truly was the forest's friendly little tractor. He had helped his friends. He had saved the forest. With the spring cleared, the water kept flowing. The stream filled up again. The little plants drank deeply, and in just a few days, the forest turned green again. The flowers smiled once more. The birds sang louder than ever before. Joy returned to the forest. Tito learned something very important. He was strong and he could help, but his friends were important too. Working together is something wonderful. Everyone can be a hero. All you need is courage and a kind heart. The forest thanked Tito, and Tito thanked his friends, and they all happily lived ever after, always caring for their beautiful forest together. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any new adventures.